If you're seeing an F1 error on your Whirlpool washer, here's what it actually means and what you should do next. So most of the time, that F1, it points to a control system issue, and that's usually the main control board or how the washer is reading its sensors. So you might notice that the washer won't start, stops mid-cycle, or it just keeps throwing that F1 code. Here's where it gets tricky. Sometimes you can unplug the washer, plug it back in, and it works again, at least for a while. But if that F1 code keeps coming back, it's usually not just a one-time glitch. There is a small rubber or plastic tube inside the washer that helps it sense the water level. If that tube gets clogged or kinked, it can trigger the F1 code, but getting to it does usually mean you need to open up the washing machine. If the code comes back right away, or after a load or two, that's your signal. At that point, it's usually a control board issue, and that's where you really have to decide what to do next. So the part alone, that can be a couple $100s, and then if you hire someone, the repair gets expensive pretty quick, sometimes close to the cost of a new washer. So think about it this way. If your washer is fairly new, everything else is working, fixing it can make sense. But if you have an older washer or you've had other problems, it may not be worth pursuing or putting more money into it. A lot of videos, they show temporary fixes, but for most people, these errors actually just come back. So if the reset doesn't work, you're really just trying to decide whether you want to repair the control board or just move on and replace the washer.